even surpassing the legendary Ronnie Coleman. Paul Dillett's standout feature was his massive shoulders, and here's how he used to train them. He starts with lateral raises, performing 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This movement is very effective and gives the shoulders a rounded look. Next, he does reverse pec deck flies, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. This exercise isolates the rear delt muscles, which are often the most overlooked in the shoulders. Switching to the machine shoulder press, he does 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, lifting heavy to train his front delts. After that, he performs barbell upright rows, 3 sets of 10 reps. This is one of the best exercises for building the upper traps. For the grand finale, Paul does front raises, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This man was once the biggest bodybuilder in the world, even surpassing the legendary Ronnie Coleman. Paul Dillett's standout feature was his massive shoulders, and here's how he used to train them. He starts with lateral raises.
Y'all remember William Lee, who was probably the most famous fitness influencer back in 2022, right? If you don't remember him, he was famous for his incredible physique and useful workout tips for beginners. He was averaging anywhere from 5 to 10 million views per video, but in late 2022, he disappeared out of nowhere. He completely stopped posting, and he was nowhere to be seen. But why? You see, the reason why he quit doing social media was because he felt insecure about his body, which is very common in the fitness space, as most influencers just hop on steroids without thinking of any side effects. But recently, he has been appearing on his girlfriend's videos, and instead of quitting fitness, he actually got even bigger and shredded than before. Y'all remember William Lee, who was probably the most famous fitness influencer back in 2022, right? If you don't remember him, he was famous for his incredible physique and useful workout tips for beginners. He was averaging anywhere from 5 to 10 million views per video, but in late 2022, he disappeared out of nowhere. He completely stopped posting, and he was nowhere to be seen. But why? You see, the reason why he quit doing social media was because he felt insecure about his body, which is very common in the fitness space, as most influencers just hop on steroids without thinking of any side effects. But recently, he has been appearing on his girlfriend's videos, and instead of quitting fitness, he actually got even bigger and shredded than before. Y'all remember William Lee, who was probably the most famous fitness influencer back in 2022?
William Lee.
He was famous for his incredible workout tips for beginners. He was averaging anywhere from 5 to 10 million views per video.
Your physique never fails to impress whenever I watch your TikTok. After talking to you and getting some helpful pointers, I'm ready to revisit this challenge, and I'm motivated to see if I'm built different too. Before you become something, you gotta believe it. So I'm gonna speak it out into the world. I'm built different. Man, that was so much work, but I need my protein. Guess I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way again. By the way, if you want to know how I lost 40 pounds without any cardio, check the link in bio. Let's get shredded together, King. King, you passed this protein test. Comment how many you can get correctly. Which one of these foods has more protein? Is it A, peanut butter, or B, chicken breast? If you said chicken breast, congratulations, you're correct. Which one of these protein powders is better to consume before bed due to its slower digestion? Is it A?
Kings, feel free to save these 3 things that help me transform my jawline from this to this. Tip number 1 is to consume harder foods. Modern day food is way too processed and soft, so try incorporating foods like carrots, celery, and chewing. Tip number 2 is to start mewing. If you don't know how to do this, just go on YouTube, type in William Lee mewing, and you'll find a tutorial. Tip number 3 is the most important, and that's to get to a low body fat percentage.
Your jawline will look the best at around 6 to 12% body fat percentage. You can Get there by eating less or doing more cardio. And if you hate doing cardio, you can try a cardio enhancer like GO2 Max. They're only making one last batch of GO2 Max, and after that, you won't be able to get it ever again. Pre-orders are still available, but not for long. So link for you kings in the comments.
Like and follow for more tips to realize your true potential, King. Kings, feel free to save these 3 things that help me transform my...
Jay, you want to naturally boost your testosterone? Save this video. Number 1 is getting enough sunlight. Try to get 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight a few times per week. Number 2, try to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Number 3, Kings, come with me to get a custom-made suit. Jay, you want to naturally boost your testosterone? Save this video. Number 1 is getting enough sunlight. Try to get 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight a few times per week. Number 2, try to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Number 3, maintain a healthy body fat percentage. Around 10 to 15% for men is ideal. Number 4 is to consume nutrient-dense foods with healthy fats, such as whole... Kings, come with me to get a custom-made suit in Bangkok, Thailand. I went to this place called Rain Custom Tailors and the... One more, please, Judy! 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 One...
Tristan, why do you lift so light? Oftentimes you'll only see me throwing 25 or 35 pound dumbbells. Hell, sometimes you'll even catch me with those good old climbers.
One day, or day one. One day, or day one. Do one. Okay, that's up to you. Good.
Taxes was feeling so...
What? Real facts again. This kid is a...
Oh my god. Hey, bud? Bro. GG, bro.
So just recently, the leader of my team, Zen, said he would kick me out of the team if I did...
I just want a better grill. This is what myostatin deficiency looks like. Meet Julian, the kid born in 2006 who basically looks like a real-life superhero. His best feature is by far his arms. Julian has better arms than C-Bum at only 18. Literally. And here's the craziest part. He claims to be 100% natty. Imagine if he's actually telling the truth. No gym hacks, no shortcuts. But let's forget about that for a moment. Even
Aishu Speed was born to be an athlete and not a streamer. I mean, just look at his jumping abilities. He's doing stuff like this at 19 without proper training.
What is he doing, my man?
I'd say almost a straight. You're doing all that, but you can't do this, though.
Let's increase the difficulty.
Most backflips in 24 hours. Current record, 1,008. He's 54 in.
Does he break the record?
Oh, I heard this. He ended at 608 because he fell asleep. Did he out-jump the gymnast? I think. Oh, I did. He is starting to trust himself and his jumping ability so much, it gets way crazier than this. Check this out. This is so random. She passed the vibe check, huh? Bro was... Let's make egg salad.
no, that's a giant egg salad.
much per kilogram? 2,008. I need better price. I want this, but not at 2,800. 7,000, 8,000. Can we see what it weighs? It's gonna weigh the basket. It's a trick. 3 kilograms, but basket is heavy. No basket. Can we weigh just the basket? Look, it's more than a half. He's trying to get me right now. 5,500 baht. I need better deal, my friend. Oh no, I have competition. They want to buy the same lobster. Oh my god, they got it. I'll do 9,000. 9,000. Did you pay them, my friend? You paid them? You told them to come through. Live. I want the cooler. I need the cooler. This man is nice enough to carry the very heavy lobster. Thank you very much. Now I got my feet on the lobster. Hello, my friend. So yeah, new one. Kapungka. How big do you think this lobster is? You had to guess. Oh my god. That is massive. It's a nice size lobster. Soft shell, bro. They kind of screwed me. Don't you worry. I will devour this entire lobster. Yeah. Let's buy a giant lobster. This is the biggest lobster I was able to find in time. So I hit this guy with a mammoth.
This man walked through the gym.
What a gift.
This man walked through the gym with an arrogant attitude, passing by others as if he owned the place. Despite his smaller body, he has a habit of bumping into people who look bigger than him. His behavior can easily put him in danger. And just look at the faces of some of the men she ran over with her small body. Not everyone reacts with anger, though. However, things quickly change when she's dealing with the wrong person. When she realized that the man she hit is a former MMA fighter, her attitude changes and she quickly apologizes.
So I hit this guy with a mammoth headshot and ranked reload, and since I was on pace for a 20 bomb, I instantly keyed him, but didn't realize that it was actually Zami and got instantly put down when I pushed into his bubble. But luckily it was only my first time being eliminated in the game, so I quickly dropped in to get more loot, and in my first supply drop I got the rarest mythic in the game, so it seemed like the game wanted me to win against it. And after a little while, I rotated back to Tilted Towers to fight the lobby, but I ended up catching Zemi with his pants down and was instantly able to beam him with the mythic scar. He unfortunately still had a reboot left, meaning that I would have to somehow eliminate him once again, but while I was rotating away from Salty, my controller ended up disconnecting, which allowed Zemi to easily headshot snipe me right before reboot ended. And I guess he must have found somebody else to key because he left all of my loot, including the mythic scar, for me to instantly swoop back in and grab, which would surprisingly give me a chance to win against him. It eventually came down to a 1v1 between me and him, and I was able to open the fight with a mammoth headshot, but he used about 100 shockwaves to get away and heal. But after running out of movement items to use, he got stuck in this bush, which allowed me to easily key up and win a bubble fight against him, and after the game he said this. So I hit this guy.
This man walked.
Why did get late? Hey, sorry I'm late. My mom woke up late. That's gonna be detention for you. What? Why? I'm like 2 minutes late. It's not even that bad. After class. It's 2 minutes. You were like 10 minutes late yesterday. That's not important. Bro, be so serious. It's way more important that you're here than I am. Whatever. Where's your homework from yesterday? The thing that I put there yesterday before I left. Well, I didn't see it there. Okay, well, go get your eyes checked in. I don't know what to tell you. You think I'm stupid? Okay? I know you didn't do it. You're dumb. Okay, can you stop being a little brat for once? Can you stop cheating on your husband with the janitor? Because you know that everyone knows, except for your husband, apparently. You lost it. Just admit it. You lost my homework. I may have misplaced it. I'll check again. Good. You know what? I don't like your attitude. I don't like you. Okay, do I need to call? Well, that was a nice talk. Bye. No. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. Well, if the bell doesn't dismiss me, then the bell doesn't tell me when I have to be here. Okay, hypocrite. Hey, sorry I'm late. My mom woke up late. That's gonna be detention for you. What? Why? I'm like 2 minutes late. It's not even that bad. After class. It's 2 minutes. You were like 10 minutes late yesterday. That's not important. Bro, be so serious. It's way more important that you're here than I am. Whatever. Where's your homework from yesterday? It's on your desk. I put it there yesterday before I left. Well, I didn't see it there. Okay, well, go get your eyes checked in. I don't know what to tell you. You think I'm stupid? Okay? I know you didn't do it. You're dumb. Okay, can you stop being a little brat for once? Can you stop cheating on your husband with the janitor? How did you know that? Everyone knows, except for your husband, apparently. You lost it. Just admit it. You lost my homework. I may have misplaced it. I'll check again. Good. You know what? I don't like your attitude. I don't like you. Okay, do I need to call? Well, that was a nice talk. Bye. No. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. Well, if the bell doesn't dismiss me, then the bell doesn't tell me when I have to be here. Fucking hypocrite. Hey, sorry I'm late. My mom woke up late. That's gonna be detention for you. What? Why? I'm like 2 minutes late. It's not even that bad. After class. It's 2 minutes. You were like 10 minutes late yesterday. That's not important. Bro, be so serious. It's way more important that you're here than I am. Whatever. Where's your homework from yesterday? It's on your desk. I put it there yesterday before I left. Well, I didn't see it there. Okay, well, go get your eyes checked in. I don't know what to tell you. You think I'm stupid? Okay? I I know you didn't do it. You're dumb. Okay, can you stop being a little brat for once? Can you stop cheating on your husband with the janitor? How did you know that? Everyone else, except for your husband, apparently. You lost it. Just admit it. You lost my homework. I may have misplaced it. I'll check again. Good. You know what? I don't like your attitude.
What happens to your body when you do 100 squats every day? 5 guys will join this experiment and begin it. This is an egg. And this is also an egg that was first soaked in vinegar. That is so cool. I bet I can cook this egg faster than you can explain it. Loser eats the egg. Eggshells are actually made of the same thing as chalk, a mineral called calcium carbonate. It's why they break so easily. What? This just feels wrong. Now look what happens when you put the chalk in vinegar. It dissolves it. That's because the vinegar, which is an acid, reacts with the chalk, which is a base. See the little bubbles forming on the outside of the egg? That's the same as what's happening with the chalk. The vinegar is dissolving the shell. So once the shell is fully dissolved, all that's left behind is the membrane, making it actually translucent. This is not what eggs are supposed to look like. Also, the voice inside you.
I'm almost at 0. What should I transform into? Stop right there, watering can. I've decided what I'll become. Ice attribute. Idiot, what are you going to do with ice? You're a plant monster, right? Plants can't grow in winter.
No, I hate the cold.
Ice age.
No, my flowers are wilting.
Stop, human!
You're still alive.
I'll warm things up for you.
It's warm like a real thing.
Human, ice attribute this time. Huh? I'll melt it.
This is the worst matchup ever?
Plant.
Who is Kaisenet's girlfriend and why is she getting so much hate?
Dead ass, bro. You gonna build some funny shit up, bro. Like dead ass.
See, Kai just revealed he has a girlfriend named Gabrielle Alaya or Gigi on stream a few days ago, and the internet has done some digging. Gigi is an influencer as well, and TikTok found videos of her on stream with other guys in the past, suggesting that Kai isn't her first relationship with a content creator, and people like Myron Gaines are publicly calling this a problem. Because there was another video posted by a guy claiming to be an ex-boyfriend of Gigi where he said that she shouldn't be trusted and that she wasn't loyal, so Gigi had to respond back. Kai's girlfriend made a video defending herself and saying that she hasn't dated anyone in the industry before, so who is Kaisenet?
So I was in the pregame lobby when this guy came up and started dancing in front of me. I like this guy. Oh, bro, you just gave me a crown! And after he gave me his crown, I knew I had to get a win in honor of him. But what I didn't know is there was another streamer in my lobby.
Somebody's over here.
And after I eliminated this guy, he tried to pull up on me.
I knew he was gonna get to the car, bro.
And after I drove away so that I could heal up, he chased me, but this time I was ready.
That's him with the medallion right there. Oh, I've got influence to put it.
And after eliminating him and pretty much the rest of the lobby, I had to clutch up to get this win. But there was a problem because there was only 5 people left.
Dawn?
It sure as hell is.
Miss me? Safe at Dawn. You're back because of us, right? And in exchange? Joining forces with your worst enemy just to take me down? No, you two get it. You can't kill a god. Wait, is that Dawn?
It sure as hell is.
Miss me? Safe at Dawn. You're back because of us, right? And in exchange, I've agreed to help you take down a psychopath. Flash! That was nuts! You do like to party! Joining forces with your worst enemy just to take me down? No, you two get it. You can't kill a god!
Yo, so tell me why I might have just figured.
So yesterday I was flying in. Did you know? So yesterday I was flying into the black market and then I noticed this. There's an imposter in our lobby, bro. And after driving away, did you know AI don't? This or that? Gatorade. Why the Gatorade?
I've had a little bit of it.
Would you like a little bit more of it? Is it? This is why you got. I told you, dude. It was just one time. You're coming with me. Ryan, I need help. My friend was kidnapped.
You kids and your make-believe is so cute. Go on now. Run off.